We still have 125,000 fewer Virginians working today than before the pandemic. In those states that we compete most directly with, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, and Texas, have not only recovered all of their jobs lost during the pandemic, but they've actually added a collective 1.3 million new jobs. That data tells an undeniable story. Virginians are moving to states with lower taxes and a lower cost of living, and as those Virginians pack up and move away, so go the jobs, so go their investments, and so go the tax revenue they drive. Across the United States in the last fiscal year alone, economic development projects were announced representing over 600,000 jobs and nearly $400 billion in capital investment. What was Virginia's share of those projects? Just 3.4%. And all of our competitor states did better than Virginia, some more than double. As I said in December, our competitor states won these projects because we weren't cultivating our talent fast enough, because we weren't building the business-ready sites, and because our tax burden was increasingly uncompetitive. We were not competing to win. And if we're honest, we weren't not even in the ball game. But that can change, it must change, and it must change now. I know there is bipartisan support in this chamber when it comes to harnessing our talent. I know there is bipartisan support in this chamber when it comes to building shovel-ready sites. But for the Commonwealth to become truly competitive with our neighboring states, we are going to have to systematically move to lower taxes. To make Virginia more attractive to young people, to families, to veterans, and retirees, and more competitive for business. The budget amendments I have put forward call for immediate tax cuts for businesses and individuals, key visible commitments, and a modern-day shot heard round the world that says Virginia is here to compete and Virginia is here to win. We want all of our veterans to stay here. They make our communities better. So I'm asking you to eliminate the tax on military retirement income for veterans regardless of their age. I'm also asking you to finish the work we started last year, increase again the standard deduction by another 20%, a change that helps all Virginians. This is a change that helps all Virginians, but especially the lower and middle income taxpayers. The plan I have laid out utilizes $1 billion of the $3.6 billion projected surplus for tax relief, and it's structurally sound. It is consistent with the Commonwealth's long-standing commitment to conservative budgeting. Government's tax receipts have grown astronomically in recent years, 50% in the last 4 years alone. Even with the impending recession, we will continue to grow. The writing on the wall couldn't be more simple. The people of Virginia are overtaxed, not government's money, but their money, and they are voting with their feet and their wallets. When combined with last year's tax relief, our plan would save a typical family more than $1,900, and over 47,000 working Virginians would have their tax liability eliminated entirely. And before we go too much further, let me say again, cutting taxes doesn't need to be a choice between Republicans and Democrats. Democrat-led North Carolina recently planned to lower its individual tax rate to 4% by 2027 and its business tax to 0 by the end of the decade. No action cannot be an option, or else we will be moving from the high-speed lane to the breakdown lane, willfully watching our Commonwealth fall behind. The revenues are there to lower tax rates. We can keep Virginians here, we can attract people and businesses from other states, and we can fuel the economic engine that will drive further growth, further taxes, further tax reduction, and keep Virginia in the high-speed lane.